Alright, what's going on everyone? Today I just wanted to give a brief overview of Magic Arena. And Arena's, it's a pretty good client. The gameplay's pretty good. It does have a lot of trappings, microtransaction trappings and stuff. So let's just talk about stuff, kind of walk you guys through the client. So first off, we have the daily challenges. Now, the good thing about these, when you first start, they'll be full like this. You'll have 3 of them, but you only get 1 per day. So what that means is you do not have to play every single day to clear these. As you can see, I haven't played in 3 days. You get 1 per day, so you only have to play a couple times a week to clear these. Doing so will get you XP for the Mastery Pass, and even if you don't pay for the premium track down here, you do get booster packs for free. You get quite a bit of them, usually like 30-ish. See, there's 54, there might be like 25-ish this time around, I don't know. But yeah, you get a bunch of free packs of the newest set, so that's nice. So other ways to gain XP, we have weekly wins. This one's pretty huge. You get 25 XP, or 250 XP per win. You get 15 of those per week. So once again, you don't have to play every day. Like, I haven't played in 3 days. I have 6 out of 15. I'm recording this on a Tuesday. They reset on Sunday, so have the rest of the week to get these. There's also the daily wins. Now, this is mostly kind of arbitrary. You can see I'm getting 250 gold and 25 XP to start with, but it drops off pretty fast. After the first couple wins, you end up getting like 50 gold and 25 XP or something. It's not that much. So don't feel like you need to get 15 wins per day or play every day to get this. This is mostly just a nice little bonus for playing. You'll get a little pop-up saying you get 25 XP. 25 XP isn't much considering it takes 1,000. You see, I can't hold it. But I have 425 out of 1,000. It's 1,000 XP for every level, so it's nothing. You're gonna 25 XP is nothing. So what mode should you be playing? First off, don't be confused by this menu system. It's confusing for everyone, or don't be upset that you're confused because everyone's confused by it. It's very weird. But you want to go to events, and this starter deck door right here is very important for new players. So how this works is there are 10 decks. These might change. They might be changing in a couple months, actually. But there's 10 decks of each color combination. There's 5 colors in Magic. You get every color combination. So this could be useful for completing those color challenges. If you have a play black and white cards, you can play this deck, right? If you have a blue and red one, you can play this one. But if you get 5, if you get 3 wins with these decks, you unlock the deck. So you're going to get a win, get a free rare, get a win, get a free rare, get a win, get a mystery cosmetic. This only happens once, but after you get 3 wins with a deck, you will just unlock it. So it's a ton of cards, right? You get a deck. It's a full deck. And there are a lot of rares in these decks. I think there was like 5 or 6 rares. Like this one's rare. This is mythic. Got a rare here. Got a rare here. Tenacious Underdog is rare. There's a pretty good dual land here. So these are very useful to unlock. Definitely recommend it. And it's also just a good mode to play when you don't have a lot of cards. There's 10 decks to play, and you're going to be playing these against other people playing these decks. So it's a good place to just go and play the game and not worry about building a deck, spending money, stuff like that. It's a nice new player starting area. Definitely recommend that. Another good event for new players is the jump in event we see here. So the way this works, I'll just get a new deck to show you guys. So it costs 1,000 gold. So you get like 500 per day, right? I'll double check. So you get, I'm getting 750. So you can re-roll these, by the way. As you can see, you can re-roll 1 per day. It's recommended that if you have a 500 gold challenge that you re-roll it and try to get a 750 gold. So as you can see, even though I haven't played, I've logged in to re-roll these to try to get 750 gold, just to get the extra 250 gold. So you can do a jump-in event every couple of days. And what's great about this is, once again, this is a great way to unlock cards. So I'll click on one. So you get a bunch of different themes. I don't know what corrupted is, but let's do mechs because that sounds fun. And then we'll get a second one. So we got tricky, knights, and minions. Mechs and knights, that sounds like a terrible combination. We're going to do it anyway. So you get a deck, and basically you'll play this deck that I just got against other people who are also going to generate random decks like that. And you get to keep all these cards. And why this is so efficient is for 1,000 gold, I just got 2 rares. I'll have to there's one. I got Knight Errant of Eos. And I should have gotten another one in the Mechs pack, which is Mind Leak Mech. So 2 rares. Normally when you buy packs are 1,000 gold and you get 1 rare. And here we got 2 rares. We got this Knight and we got this Mind Link Mech. And we get a deck. We can just play this now. So the reward for doing this isn't very good. If I get 1 win, it's only 1 uncommon, but this is just a great way to unlock cards. And if you want to add the deck to your decks, you can click the add to decks. And now if I go to my decks, it's not a legal deck because it's only 40 cards. But now I have it here, and if I wanted to play it in standard, I could adjust it, add cards to it to bring it up to 60 cards if I wanted to. So here it is in my decks now. So that's pretty cool, right? It's a great way to just unlock cards. So for experienced Magic players, another great value is quick draft, as we see here. So there's multiple types of draft. There's premier draft, there's quick draft. Let's see what else. There's a traditional draft somewhere, right? Did I miss it? We have premier. We don't actually have a traditional draft right now. Is that true? Oh no, here we go. We got traditional here. So premier draft is against other players. Traditional is against other players, and best of 3. This is best of 1. Quick draft is a draft where the drafting portion is against bots and the gameplay version is against players. But basically the way this works is it's limited. Other Hearthstone and stuff has this. I think the Tavern Brawls or whatever. Am I correct in that? Where you don't have to bring a deck. You just pay 5,000 gold and you'll pick cards. This mode is very skill intensive. It requires you to be able to look at a bunch of cards. You look at 15 cards and you need to be able to pick good ones to build a deck on the fly. So it's not great for brand new Magic the Gathering players, but for new arena players who have played Magic for a while, this is a great way to acquire cards. It's 5,000 gold. You're going to get all the cards that you draft. So that's 3 packs worth. You're guaranteed a prize pack and you earn gems. You can earn 50 if you go 0-3. If you get 7 wins, you'll get 2 packs and 950 gems. And this is the paid currency, by the way. The Magic Arena economy is very weird in that it's you can earn the paid premium currency for some reason. I have 5,000. I don't buy gems, but I have 5,000 from quick drafting, and that allows you to buy the Mastery Pass for free. The Mastery Pass is 3,400 gems, so if you buy it, you get all the stuff down here. It's actually pretty good value. You get a lot of your gems back. You get a free draft token here, which is pretty good. Lots of packs and stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty weird, but you can earn the paid premium currency in this game. Very odd. Another thing that should be noted that's very weird about this client is you'll notice that there's no collection button. Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird that there's no way to look at your collection? Something I've complained about quite a bit. You have to go to your decks and you have to jump down to collection down here for some reason. Why is it this button at the top here? Guys, it's a mystery. Beats me. But yeah, so you can see your entire collection. I can't look through my whole collection. I have a lot of cards, guys. I'm sorry, I play the game a lot. But there's lots of filtering options. So if you just want to look at standard cards, you can do that. Here, we'll look at rares and mythics and standard. There's still going to be a whole lot of cards. But the pips up here show you how many of a card you have. And there are a lot of cosmetics. I do not recommend buying them. But if you want to look at your cosmetics, you can click card styles here. This is going to put you in the cosmetics menu, though it changes your filter options and shows you everything. So let's go to just collected. And now I can see all the fancy versions of cards that I have, which is still quite a bit. But it's very expensive. So if you see like here, it has 1 pip lit up, 1 not. So if I click here, I can see why. So here's the regular version. Here's the fancy version that I have. And then here's the kind of parallax style, which costs 5,000 gold. So just to have this look fancy, that's the price of a quick draft. Definitely not recommended. Don't spend money on cosmetics. It is not worth it. The reason I have so many is because they come for free a lot in the mastery passes. There's also, is it up right now? Dang, what time is it? I think literally in like a few hours. Every week there is a midweek Magic event. It happens Wednesdays, but it usually starts Tuesday night and ends Thursday morning. It's a free to enter event that usually gives 2 free rares and a free cosmetic. So that's part of the reason why I have so many free cosmetics. Also, the Mastery Pass, if we go here, and the Mastery Tree, if you buy this, you get all kinds of free, all these are free fancy card styles and sleeves and stuff. We should probably talk about ranked. All right, so if you play ranked, again, it's very weird. You have to go to find match. We get some freezing because this happens a lot. I don't know why. So there's ranked and unranked. So ranked, you should probably only go to ranked if you have a competitive deck, but you can't play in the unranked. Although there's some weird matchmaking stuff. So if you're a new player, you might be able to play with jank stuff in ranked and be fine. But unranked, there's no risk. There's nothing to lose. We should talk about formats though. So there are many formats you'll see here. The big one would be standard. Standard should be the one that you play starting out. Alchemy should probably be avoided at all costs. It is very expensive. Alchemy is a format that basically rotates every month, and it requires you to have a constant supply of wild cards to play the format. It's very expensive. Historic is similar. It uses a lot of the same cards, a lot of the same rebalancing cards and alchemy cards and stuff. Explorer is great though. It's one of my favorite formats. It is more skill intensive because it basically uses there's more cards. More cards, that means the decks are more powerful, but it does require a bit more investment. One thing that's good about standard is you're constantly being given standard cards for free. In the Mastery Pass, these are all standard cards. If you pay, these are all standard packs, standard legal packs. If the Midweek Magic event gives 2 free rares from standard packs, you can't see it right now, but the daily wins, if you get to the 4th win, you get random cards from standard sets. So you're constantly being given standard cards. So standard is the easiest format to get into. It does rotate though, so be aware of that. If you do play in rank though, you can rank up. I'm currently only gold rank. I don't play too much. It's kind of a big problem with me, as I basically only play when I'm recording. It's kind of a problem. I should play more. But if you rank up every season, the seasons in this game are crazy because they're monthly. There's a whole thing. I could make a whole video about how I hate how the seasons work in this game. Monthly seasons are kind of ridiculous. Fortunately, the Mastery Pass lasts 3 or 4 months, but the season resets every month. And there are rewards, as you can see here. Nothing crazy. Like after you get to like gold and platinum, you're not getting too much for getting extra wins. Something worth noting, if you want to create a deck for a specific format, so you can create a deck here, and then you immediately choose the format. I highly recommend sticking to standard. Historic Brawl and Standard Brawl are also fun, but standard is just a great place to start. You can also, if we just start adding cards, I don't know, just say this is our deck. You can change the cover on the box here by dragging a card like this, and now that's there. So if you want to change the cover, and then this is going to, yes, invalid deck, that's fine. This is going to change the deck box cover. Where is it? Where is this deck I just made? Right here it is. So you can see the cover I chose here. You can also just delete this, which I'm definitely going to do. If you unlock the starter decks, by the way, you can find them here. So this is a collapsible tab. So if I click this, we have the starter decks and the my decks here. And you cannot edit these decks to start with. These are locked, so I can't change anything. However, you can duplicate them down here, which is clone. So if I clone this, now there should be one in my decks. It is right here. And now I can change this as much as I want. I have upgrade guides for all these decks, by the way. So if you want to upgrade them, you can find those on my channel. So now I can pull stuff out like so. No problem. I can make them look fancy. There you go. There's one button for that. And yeah, those are upgradable. You can also import decks. We should talk about that. So here's a YouTube video that I posted. And if we click here, we can see I have the deck list posted here. So we'll open this. Here's the deck list. And if we go to most deck posting websites, we'll have some way to export the deck. So we have it here. So I'll export this, Magic Arena. We'll select all, copy. Then we can open Arena. And there is an import option. So I click this, deck imported. And it is right here. It'll be named imported deck at first. And that's how you get a deck on your account. It will not craft a deck automatically. I should demonstrate that. If you import a deck that you don't have the wildcards for, it'll still import, it'll add it to your decks, you just won't be able to use it. So, I don't know, let's go to, we will export to Magic Arena. We'll select all. So hopefully, I don't have all these cards, so I can illustrate. we'll import this. I imported the deck. Now I notice that it's not here at the top, right? Where'd it go? Well, if you have a deck that you don't have the cards for, it will go to the bottom. So here's the deck I just imported, and I don't have all the cards for it. What is this? Oh, this is the new set, Aftermath. So if I hit craft, now I can see that it will cost 12 rares and 2 mythics. I have 32 rares and 42 mythics, so I can craft this. I'm not going to, but that's how that works. So you don't have to worry about it like auto using your wild cards or anything. Did we talk about wild cards? We should talk about wild cards. So wild cards, they're very rare. They're very pricey. But if I click here, you'll notice that I have 459 common, 468 uncommon, 32 rare, and 42 mythics. And you can use these to craft any card. So if I build a deck, and let's say it's going to default by showing me only cards that I have. But if I click here and I choose not collected, now it's showing me cards that I don't own. Now I have this card, I just don't have this fancy version. But so let's say I want to add this to my deck. Well, I don't have them, but I can still add them. And now I can craft if I want. I can craft. Do I want to use 4 wild cards? Sure, I'll use 4 wild cards. And now I've crafted this. It used a few wild cards. And now I have that. Now it's not showing up here because, well, it's going to be showing up in the collected section. So if you want to add a card to your deck, you can just stay to collected here. And then you can just only use cards that you own. But if you see a deck and you think it looks cool, and you're like, I want to build that, you have to choose not collected. I'll just choose like a rare. And here are rares that I don't own. And if I really wanted to build a deck with this, I can add it. You can see that it's grayed out. So if I add some other cards, you can see how it's grayed out. And then I can choose if I want to craft it if I wish. You can also do this from the collection screen, by the way. I can go to collection. So it's going to default by showing me the stuff I own. But I can go to not collected. This is a bit more tedious, but you can click this, and here I can craft 4 of them if I want, like so. And there we go. I used 4 uncommons to craft that. It shows my count here. So I have 32 rares, 455 commons, and then if I craft, does it go down right here right now? Let's see. It does. Now I have 451. So that's how that works. Pretty simple. Wild cards are rare. The good thing about wild cards is you get those 30 free packs from the Mastery Pass here. And when you open packs, what you do here, there's this wild card wheel that fills up, and then you get a free wild card. Every 6 packs, you get a wild card for free. Every 5, you get an uncommon. That's why I have so more uncommons than commons, is because you're constantly getting them here. And you get like 4 rares, and then you get 1 mythic, I think, is how this works. So I'll just buy a couple packs, I guess. I'm spending so much money for this video. But here, I'll buy a pack. We should definitely talk about packs too, by the way. That's a problem. So when you buy packs, notably, if you buy from standard sets, there's a bar here, and after you buy 10 of them, you get a golden pack, which will give you like I think it's 5 or 6 rares and mythics, which is actually pretty good. But I open one, you'll see how it fills. I get a couple rares or something. I get these. That's really fancy looking. And then if I open another one, you're going to see a rare wild card appear here. So that fills, that goes to my collection, and now I have 33 rares. And that's how you craft rares and mythics as you open packs. As you can see now, I have a mythic wild card. So 6 more packs, I'll get a mythic wild card, and then I'll get like 3 or 4 rare ones before I see a mythic again. So that's how that works. Let's talk about packs. So if you do buy packs in the store, so first off, sets that are white are in standard. So these are the sets that I recommend. And the older, the further down this line you go, the more likely that these are going to rotate. So these sets, these 2 Innistrad sets, Kamigawa, New Capenna, what's this one? Oh yeah, it's an alchemy set. These 4 sets will rotate out and no longer be standard legal about a year from now, next year. Standard rotates once per year. Once they rotate out of standard, you can still play these cards in Explorer. As you can see, these are all these orange sets. Which is there no way to? Okay, yeah, I can. All these orange sets are old sets that were standard legal but have rotated out. So you only want to buy these if you play Explorer, but I would recommend just sticking to Standard. Now, when you buy packs, it's very confusing because there's a lot of different versions. First off, just avoid Alchemy packs because Alchemy is not great, not a fan. Mythic packs are just really expensive and you're guaranteed to get a Mythic, but a lot of times Mythics are less of an expense than rares. Like as you can see, I have 33 rares, 42 Mythic rare wild cards. I find Mythics to be easier to obtain than rares, so these are just more expensive and I find the cards less useful. What you should stick to is just the regular packs. You can buy in pretty huge bundles and get some extra rares and stuff, but obviously this is very expensive. 18,000 gems, which is, how much is 18,000 gems? You're looking at like $100. So yeah, it's expensive, but the good news is you can use your free to play gold. As you can see, I don't buy gems and stuff, but I have 5,000 and 12,000. But yeah, stick to standard sets if possible, and stick to regular packs. As you can see here, it just says 1 pack, 3 pack, 6 packs. Stick to these, not the Mythic packs, not the Alchemy packs. I think that gives you at least the basic idea of all the stuff on the client. If you have any other questions, be sure to let me know. But hopefully that was useful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.